The birth of Shahar and Shalim. Seated upon his throne was the god of death, Mutu, holding in his hands the scepter of widowhood and the staff of barrenness. And the earth fell into ruin. People were deprived of fruit, childbirth ceased, and life itself began to fade away. Then the people cried out to the wives of El, to Asherah and Rahmaya. The priests, clothed in red garments, prepared the sacrifice. They boiled a young goat in milk and roasted a lamb. The singers, dressed in crimson, raised songs to the goddesses. And Asherah and Rahmaya heard them and went to El. At that time, El was upon the shore of the great ocean. He hunted birds, roasted his prey, and cared nothing for the fate of the world. Even when he saw the goddesses approaching, he did not abandon his task. But Asherah and Rahmaya came to him and began to plead with him. Then El laid aside his hunting, embraced the goddesses and kissed them. Their lips were sweet as pomegranates. And in this union he conceived two gods. Rising from the bed of love, he said, "Two benevolent gods shall be born to you, Shahar and Shalim. They shall be placed beside Shapash and among the eternal stars of heaven." And the time came, and Asherah and Rahmaya gave birth to the gods. Great were the newborns. With one lip they touched the earth, with the other the heavens. They suckled at the breast of the great lady Asherah, yet were not satisfied. They devoured the birds of the sky and the fish of the sea, yet knew no fullness. And when Shahar and Shalim had grown, El sent them into the sacred desert for 7 years. There they lived among stones and plants, hunted and offered sacrifices. And when 7 years had ended, 8 cycles of time, they returned to the world of the gods. They approached the keeper of the harvest and called out to him, "Open the door to us." And he opened it, and they entered his house. And they said to him, "If you have bread, give us food. If you have wine, give us drink." And the keeper of the harvest gave them bread and wine. And from that time onward, Shahar and Shalim became the benevolent gods of heaven, embodying the morning and evening star. Commentary. The tablets were discovered in 1928 by a French archaeological expedition led by Claude Schaeffer at the hill of Ras Shamra, the site of the ancient city of Ugarit. It was here that the text mentioning Shahar, dawn, and Shalim, dusk, was found, dating to the 14th to 13th centuries BCE. These deities personify fundamental cosmic processes: the cyclical nature of time, the transition between day and night, the maintenance of cosmic order. What we see here is one of the rare mythological examples in which cosmology is expressed through an act of birth. Time is not treated as something abstract, but rather as the offspring of gods, emerging through divine union. A noteworthy linguistic detail is connected with the name Shalim. It derives from the root shalem, meaning wholeness, completion, or peace. The same root forms the basis of the Hebrew word shalom. The name Jerusalem, Ur-Shalim, is associated with the same semantic field and may be interpreted as foundation or city of the god Shalim,